is not a very happy day. This is so sad day. This be our last Taco Tuesday. I know, Senor Bob. Yes, seems so sad too. We are just so sad. We will miss you, senors and senoritas. What will we do without you? But you know, Senor Bob and I, we think you are. You are marvelous. Yes, you are marvelous. We think you have just done a wonderful job. Oh, wonderful. Senors and senoritas, will you hang with us as we finish out our last Taco Tuesday? But guess what? Senor Bob and I have a surprise for you. Yes, 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 a surprise. Oh, we don't need this anymore. I'm happy now. We're talking about surprises. That's right. You won't find out what that surprise is until May 21st. Make sure you come and pick up all your things that have been in your desks, all your papers, everything. And you will find a surprise from Senor Bob and Mrs. Kraft. Yes, you will, and it will make you very happy. It'll make your mustache curl. See your curly mustache? It will make your mustache curl. Oh, let's get started. Are you ready? Okay, adios. Oh, yay. Okay, yes, you will find a surprise in your bags on May 21st. Make sure that you come and pick it up because there is something special from Senor Bob and Mrs. Kraft. I hope you are so excited about it. We are very excited about it. We can't wait for you to get it, but you have to wait. Oh, that's like 2 weeks. Yes, but you can make it. You've almost made it now. I am so happy for you. We're going to play a little game, but before we do that, do you remember what we did yesterday that was brand new? That's right. We did our 3 times family. Let's see if we can do it one more time today. Are you ready? Here we go. 3 times 0 equals 0. Say them with me. 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. I can't hear you. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay, jump up and down 5 times like a Mexican jumping bean. Come on, we got to get with it. Okay, are you ready? Got those 5 jumps all done? Okay, here we go. 3 times 6 equals 18. 3 times 7 equals 21. 3 times 8 equals 24. 3 times 9 equals 27. 3 times 10 equals 30. 3 times 11 equals 33. And 3 times 12 equals 36. Good job. Take 5 more jumps like a Mexican jumping bean. You're on fire today. Oh, hot chili peppers. Oh, fan your mouth. That's right. You're doing a great job. We're going to play a quick game. This is a game that maybe you saw. If you watch the Rebecca videos, maybe you saw it. Mrs. Kraft thought, how wonderful. But the problem is, I'm the only one here in the classroom. You are not in the classroom with Mrs. Kraft. And if you were, we would have 2 fly swatters. Yeah, this is my broken one. Remember the broken one? I thought, we can't waste this. When I was cleaning the room the other day, it fell out of the secret cupboard. You know what's sad? You'll never get to see what's behind that secret cupboard because you're not here. But anyway, I cut a hole, and you're going to help me find the answers today. Find the answers. This is going to be my pretend net to go fishing. You know, Quinn went fishing the other day. She caught a fish, a bluegill, all by herself. Have you caught any fish? And I think Caleb went to the fish hatchery. Why, at the fish hatchery, if you've ever fed the fish, when we, Mrs. Kraft, and my family lived in Pennsylvania, we would go to the fish hatchery all the time because the girls were small, about your size. And you know what? We would take breadcrumbs, and you could buy food for a quarter, and you get some food, and you'd feed the fish. Tons of fish would come up for that food. Have you ever been to the fish hatchery? Caleb, was it fun? I hope you got to go. But it's an exciting place to see all different kinds of fish and to watch them. They're really amazing, aren't they? You ever see their bubbles come up to the surface? Well, today, let's see if you can catch some fish by giving me the right answers. You know, we usually take our flashcards and we do them. Let's try it this way. I'm going to call your name. You see if you can give me the right answer. I'm going to think I know what you're saying, and we're going to see if we can find it up here, okay? But you see if you can find it before whoever I call finds it. Can you be a first person? Can you be a speedy person today? I think you can, because then we get to ring that bell. That's right. You are bell winners today. Okay. On our paper, okay, today is a test day, so this paper today is the one we're going to do. But guess what? Senor Bob and I, we've been talking, and we decided, since you're doing such a great job, You have to do the front today, but guess what? The back, you can choose if you want to do it or not. Does that mean you get to choose to do this side and not this side? Oh, no, 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 no. You have to do this side. This gets you ready for our test. This is for fun that we would do during oral drills, which I'll call you and ask you to give me your oral drills for the last time. That's right. So this is your choice today, okay? But this one you have to do, okay? At the top, we're going to go right down here and fill in the answers. Then I have some extra ones to ask, okay? Are you ready for this? Okay, let's see if we can start with Calvin. Calvin, are you ready? First one says 1 year equals how many months? Calvin, 1 year equals how many months? Yes, Senor Bob is worried I'm going to hit him. Well, let me see if I can find him. Oh, there he is. He's worried I'm going to hit him in the face. I hope not. If you were here, I know how excited you get doing this. So, Calvin, 1 year equals how many months? Yes, it equals 12. So put 12 on that line. Good job. Okay, let's go right down the row. Lucas, we're going to go vertical. Okay, Lucas, 1 year equals how many days? Don't get tricked on this. Not this year, but 1 year most of the time when it's not leap year, how many days does it equal? Can you find it up there? I see it. Can you find it? That's right. It is 365. So right, 365. We're going down. Does Mrs. Kraft need to do this while you're doing it? Because I don't think so. Because you know what? You've got this. It'll take too much time. And we want to keep moving right along today. 1 hour equals how many minutes, Hunter? 1 hour. How many minutes, Hunter? How many? Oh, that's right. 60 minutes. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Good job. Caleb, next one's yours. 1 day equals how many hours? 1 day equals how many hours? Caleb, can you find it up here? Oh, I see it. Do you see it, Caleb? Yeah, he's right here in the front, the dark green guy. It is 24 hours. Remember, if I go too fast, hit that pause button so you can get the answer out before Mrs. Kraft gives the answer. 24. Okay, Benjamin, top of the next row. 1 yard equals how many inches? Now, Benjamin, a yard is the really big one, not the little one that's in your desk. 1 yard equals how many inches, Ben? Can you find it? Where is that? Better get this out of your way so you can see. 1 yard. Did you find it? Okay, 36 is right. 36. Good job. Okay, next one is Kellen. Kellen, 1 yard equals how many feet? How many rulers fit on a yardstick? Hey, you are really fast today. Can you find it up here? That's right. 3, right there by the cactus. 3 feet. Nice job, Kellen. Okay, here we go. Next one is Madison. Madison, 1 foot equals how many inches? That's what that ruler is that fits in your school box. 1 foot equals how many inches? Can you find it? We already used it once today. That's right. 12. 12 is correct. Nice job. And let's go to Roman. Roman, last one's yours. 1 meter equals how many centimeters? Remember, a meter is a little bit longer than a yardstick. 1 meter equals how many centimeters? Can you find it? Oh, I see it. Do you see it? I heard somebody say it. That's right. 100 down here at the bottom. 100. Now, let's see if we can find some other fish up here for our other friends, okay? Brady, can you tell me what the boiling point of water is? What is our temperature when water boils? Yeah, I'm not going to hit the chili pepper because it might fall down. 212. This isn't on your paper. This is just to get everybody a turn, okay? Adeline, can you help Mrs. Kraft and tell me how many quarts are in a gallon? How many quarts are in a gallon? Can you find it? Can you find it? Oh, I see it. Do you see it, Adeline? Yeah, 4 quarts are in a gallon. Good job. Ella, can you tell me how many ounces are in a pound? How many ounces are in a pound? Yes. Good job. It's not 2, it's not 52. It is 16. Ella was right on that one. Okay, here we go. It is Quen's turn. Quen, can you tell me what the freezing point of water is? Freezing. Do you know my dad told me that he was supposed to have snow last week? That's right, snow. We are so done with snow. And guess what? They did have snow. It flurried in the morning. Didn't stick very well. I'm done with snow. But what's the freezing point? It has to be freezing for that snow to come down. Can you find it? Yeah, it's right here. 32 degrees. Good job, Quen. Abel, here's yours. Abel, can you tell me how many days are in a leap year? Leap year. How many days are in a leap year? That's how many are in this year's. That's right, 366. Kendall, how many, are you ready for this one, Kendall? How many cups are in a pint? How many cups are in a pint? Can you find it up here? I see it. Do you see it, Kendall? Yeah, 2 cups are in a pint. And Layla, last one is yours. How many grams are in a kilogram? How many grasshoppers weigh the same as that wild rabbit? How many grams are in a kilogram? And the answer is yes, 1,000. You did a fantastic job. Mrs. Kraft's going to get rid of my net before I do something else with it and hit myself. Or hit Senor Bob. Senor Bob would not like that one bit, would he? Okay, number 2 on your paper tells you to use your ruler and draw tally marks to mark the number of tens. Remember, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, cross. Okay, so make sure you practice that. Draw those lines. Some people aren't drawing the lines. I gave everybody their school box, so make sure you're using your ruler. It has a meter side and a centimeter side, and it has a inches side. Make sure you're doing it carefully. On these problems, the top row is all adding. Adding is super simple. Don't forget to carry when you get to some of these numbers. When we get down to this row, let's talk about it. Some people are not borrowing. Can you imagine that? Not borrowing. Mrs. Kraft loves to borrow. I love to practice borrowing because it makes my mind sharp, helps me remember all my facts that I've been practicing, like with our bubblegum game. We're not going to play our bubblegum game today, but tomorrow we'll play it. So you know what? You need to keep practicing those facts. So here we go. We're going to do some of the harder ones first. Okay, we're going to go up to 58 minus 9. Now somebody says, that's not hard, Mrs. Kraft. It is the third one over right there, 58 minus 9. Got it? So 58 minus 9. What do I need to do? Can I do 8 minus 9? And the girls say, no way, Mrs. Kraft. No way, Jose. That's right. So you've got to cross out the 8, knock next door. Hey, Mr. 5, can I borrow one from you? Sure can. I really borrowed a 10. So 10 plus 8 equals 18. Good job. 18 minus 9, girls, is what? It is 9. And 4 minus invisible 0, girls, is 4. So your answer should be 49. Good job. Okay, boys, you think you're way smart. There's way more boys than there are girls. I think you're very smart, but I think the girls are very smart too. And Senor Bob, he thinks you all are marvelous. Can you say it like that? Marvelous. That's right, Senor Bob thinks you're marvelous. Okay, boys, we're going to do the next one next door to that. It is bigger. It is 400 minus 299. Okay, boys, since you're smarter, let's see if you can do this. Can I do 0 minus 9? No, I cannot. Knock next door. What do I need to do? Anybody home? Nope. Knock next door. Anybody home? Nope. Knock next door. Here we go. 4, take away 1 is what, boys? 3. Good job. Okay. 10. I borrowed 10. 10 plus 0 is 10. Am I done? No, I still have Mr. Zero over here who doesn't have anybody home. Somebody has to be home for me to borrow. If I went next door to my neighbor Carolyn, I knocked on the door, and she never answered, How can I borrow an egg if she's not there? Could I walk in her house? I could, but her dogs would eat me alive, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so no, you can't borrow if somebody's home. So I've got to keep going. So I'm going to cross out the 10, make it a 9. Now I have something to take next door. 10 plus 0 again is 10. Okay, boys, let's knock this one out. You ready? 10 minus 9, boys, is 1. 9 minus 9 is correct, 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. Your answer is 101. Fantastic job. I'm proud of you. Okay, you're going to do the rest of that row yourself. And there is more borrowing. Think carefully. Knock next door. Make sure there's always somebody home in that number place. Okay, let's go down to the bottom. Down to the bottom. Senor Bob. He says he knows how to do this one. Do you know how to do this one? It says write 10 more. 10 more. So I have to stop and think which number lives in the tens house. Now, Some of you say, there's nothing to think about, Mrs. Kraft. We already know which number lives in the tens house. That's right. It's very easy. Some people don't have any problems at all with that. Some people do. So let's stop and review. Okay, are you ready? Here's the three numbers. So let's try them out and see. First number, ones, tens, hundreds. So I'm going to change the 1 in the tens 10 higher. Let's see. Madison, can you help me on this one? 378 is going to become what? I'm only changing the number that lives in the tens. So the 3 is going to be the same, and the 8 is going to be the same. Sorry, that's a little bit crazy, but I'm writing sideways. And what's the middle number going to become? I'm going 1 higher. It's going to become what, Madison? Yeah, Mrs. Kraft. You know I don't like sloppy writing. I'm going to fix these numbers. You know how I am. Madison, what number goes in the middle? That's correct. Correct. 1 higher than 7 is 8. So the number now becomes 388. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, let's pick a boy. Benjamin, you help me on this one. 635. Which number lives in the tens house, Benjamin? The 6, the 3, or the 5? The 5, the 3, or the 6? Let's do it that way. 5 is ones. 3 lives in the tens. And then the 6. So I need to change the 3. What's the number going to be, Ben? Okay, Ben said it's going to be... See if you agree with Ben. Do you agree with Ben? That's right. Ben knew that we go 1 higher. 3 plus 1 more is 4. Last one, girl or boy? Let's do a girl and a boy. Let's do Layla and Brady. Layla and Brady, are you ready? Okay. Think you can help me on this? 1,249. Which number lives in the ones house? The 9, the 4, the 2, or the 1? I heard you both. They both said the 4. So I want you to write down what you think while Brady and Layla tell me the answer. So Brady and Layla, you tell me the numbers are right. 1,000, comma, 200. What's the next one? 59. Did you get the same answer as Layla and Brady? Good job, muchachos. Very good. I'm glad. Hola. Okay, good job. Okay, now you've got the whole rest of that paper to do, which is not very much. You can knock it out of the park in no time at all. That's right. Then we are going to do a math test together today. But before we do our math test, whoo, did you hear that? That went the board. It's okay. I want us to practice something. So here's what I want us to do. I want us to practice our time. Okay, the reason we're going to practice time is because time is on our test. Do you remember yesterday? Let's put this back down here to this time. Do you remember yesterday we had this time on our paper? It was 9:25. And remember they were going on a hike and they were going 1 hour longer. So we have to add 1 more hour, not earlier, but later, 1 hour later. Which hand am I going to move? This is the one hand. Hour, because hour is a small word, it's a shorthand. This is the minute hand. Minute word is longer, so I'm going to make my minute hand. But I'm going 1 hour longer, 1 hour later. Which hand am I going to move? My minute or my hour? If you said hour, you were correct. 1 hour. So see how it's between the 9 and the 10? Remember the rule yesterday too? It's always the lesser, the smaller number. So I'm going to go 1 hour. So I'm not going to go up just to the 10. I'm going to go between the 10 and 11. That is 1 hour later. Good job. Let's practice a little bit here on our own. Okay. Let's do. Okay. Let's do 7 o'clock. Okay, 7 o'clock. So if it's 7 o'clock and I want to do, let's say I went to the park at 7 o'clock. Mom said at 8 o'clock, 1 hour later, oh, I just gave you the answer. Okay, let's erase that one. Boop. Oh, okay, let's do, Mrs. Kraft gets so excited about this stuff. Let's do this. Okay, this is what time we would get out of school. You're getting out of school way earlier now, aren't you? 3 o'clock. Mom said in 2 hours we were going to eat supper. In 2 hours we were going to eat supper. Which hand am I going to move? This is my hour hand. This is my minute hand. So which one am I going to move? In 2 hours. 2 hours later we're going to eat supper. That's right. I'm going to move my hour hand. 2 hours. 1, 2. So what time are you eating supper? 5 o'clock. Okay. Now, are you ready for this? Let's try this one. Okay. It's snack time. It's 10 o'clock. I want to know what time Bible class finishes. Bible class finished 1 hour earlier. 1 hour earlier. So which way is my hour hand going to go this time? I'm not going to move my minute hand. I'm not asking about minutes. I'm only asking about hours. So 10 o'clock is snack time. Bible class finished 1 hour earlier. Which way am I going to go? Am I going this way? Yes or no? No, that's later. I need to go this way. So what time did Bible class finish? That's right, 9 o'clock. It really finishes a different time. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Good job. So remember, it's earlier we're going backwards. Later we're going forwards, okay? Let's do half hour. Let's see how you can do a half hour. Okay. This time is recess time. And in a half hour, it will be lunchtime. So this is recess time. In a half hour, it's going to be lunchtime. Which hand am I going to move? Am I moving my hour hand or my minute hand? If you said minute hand, you are correct. Stop and think a minute. How many minutes are in an hour? Oh, sorry, no kickstands. That's right. There are 60 minutes in an hour. How many minutes are in a half hour? What's half of 60? I'll cover it up so you can't see. What's half? That's right. If you said 30, you are correct. So 1/2 hour later is going to be what time? Later. That's right. Half hour, I'm going to count. 5. Whoops, sorry, I'm going backwards because I'm looking backwards on this computer. Right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What time is it? That's correct. It is 11:30. That's what time lunch is. Good job. Now, are you ready for this? Okay, let's see if you can remember this one. I dropped you off at art class at 10 o'clock. Art class is on Tuesdays. I dropped you off at 10 o'clock. Now, are you ready for this? I forgot earlier to give you a snack. What time do we usually have snack? Do you remember? A half hour earlier. So how am I going to make this a half hour earlier? 10 o'clock is my hour. This is my minute, hour and minute. Which one am I going to move? Am I moving my hour hand or am I moving my minute hand? That's right, I'm going to move my minute because a half hour is minutes. It's not enough for an hour. How many minutes are in a half hour? 30 minutes. So I have to go earlier. So if I was doing later, I would come this way, but I'm not doing later. I'm doing earlier. I've got to go backwards. Are you ready? Here we go. Count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I should have given your snack to you at, what time is it? Is it 10:30 or is it 9:30? It is 9:30. Remember, a smaller number and when it's an in-between number. Okay. Do you have that? One more? Okay. Mrs. Kraft decided to give you, you want to do earlier or later? Let's do earlier. Earlier is a little bit trickier. Let's do 7:30. Okay, it's 7:30. Mom said at 7:30, she forgot to give you your medicine. You have a runny nose and a cold and the doctor gave you medicine. He said, take that medicine 1/2 hour earlier than 7:30. What time is that going to be? Now, this is my hour hand. This is my minute hand. So half hour earlier. Am I working with my hour hand or am I working with my minute hand? Which one am I working with? Minutes, because a half hour is how many minutes? 30 minutes. Senor Bob says, come on, we've got this. Senor Bob, they have to practice. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. So we're going to go 1/2 hour earlier. So if I go this way, it's later. I have to come back around this way for earlier. So let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What time is it? That's right. It's 7 o'clock. That is a half hour earlier. Don't forget your medicine. I hope you don't have medicine. I hope you don't. Maybe you need some work fever pills. I wish I could give you some work fever pills. Okay. Are you pretty good on that? I hope so. We're going to be back later and we're going to do our math test. Okay. So remember at the top, follow what Mrs. Kraft says, and there's some directions on the back you really need to pay attention to today. Okay. I will talk to you back later. Senor Bob, he says, hola, senoritas, and adios amigos. That's what he says. So this is our last Taco Tuesday. Where's my hanky? That's right, but you know what? We're on to bigger and better things. So do your best job today. Okay, adios.